Hi, Andrew from businessessentials.com here. Twitter's just released their new list application, and I want to just go through this video and show you how to use lists, how to go and find people in lists, and how to create your own, and how you can use them for your business as well. So, if you haven't got lists yet, I'm sure it won't be too far away. Twitter's rolling them out as we speak, and I hear by the end of next week, most people should have lists. So, here's what you need to do with lists. There's a little bit of a change that's gone on in your profile settings. As you can see over here on the right hand side, not only do you have your followers and following, you also have a listed column now, which shows you which list you're on. Not the list that you've created, but the list that people have put you into. So you can click on that and have a look at what lists have people put you into. Now, this little screen comes up and it tells you lists following you. It means that I've got 16 people. I'm on 16 people's different lists. Now, each one of these here is actually a little URL, and you can use these lists for your advertising, put in your web page if you really want to. What it does, it tells you the person's name and then the name of their list. Now, over the side here, you'll see how many people that are following that list, or sorry, how many people they've put on that list and how many people are actually following them. So you can scroll through that and have a look at who's included you. You can click on the next tab and it tells you how many lists that you follow personally. So these are the ones that you've gone out and found, and you wanted to follow that list. Now, following a list does not actually mean that you are following all of the people in that list. In fact, many of these people do not have to be your friends, and yet you can still see them. Let's have a look at what I mean. Let's just click on a small one here, Zeme Travel. Zeme Travel here has only 4 people that are following this list, or actually are on this list. And these 4 people, Web Studio 13, Andrew Wyndham, these are the only people so far that have tweeted, just those 2 guys in that list. If I went back and showed you another list, for instance, let's pick up this one here, Yours Truly Marketing, has 207 people that they're following. Now, what this means is that all of the people that they're following, you can see their tweets come out. You can see their tweets as they turn up in this nice little list. It means that if you've got thousands and thousands of followers, you don't have to go scrolling through your homepage looking at a whole stack of different people's tweets. You can just nicely group them into little groups that you're interested in. It may be work related, might be industry related, might be family related. It just may be local. You put in a local zip code and find out who's in that area and put those people in your lists as well. So let's just go back to where we were on the lists. Now, the other thing, if I go back to home, a couple of things over here. The other one you can see is that your tweets has moved up to the top just under your username as well. Now, on the right hand side down the bottom here, it gives you a list of the lists that you're actually following. So anytime you want to go and find out how to go and anytime you want to go and find out one of these lists, all you need to do is just click on that there, and it'll take you straight to that list. As you can see, this is that Yours Truly Marketing list, and it gives you a quick rundown of what's going on there. Now, how do you create your own lists? Now, this is a pretty simple thing to do. Let me show you how to do that. Down the bottom here, you can go down to the underneath all your lists. You can click on New Lists. Now, it comes up with a little box. Now, let's say that I wanted to follow celebrities. Now, often celebrities, when you go and follow them, they won't follow you back. And if you have some sort of autoresponder or auto following program that you're using with Twitter, often these people will delete these followers and you won't get to see their tweets. So this is a great idea of putting people into a list who you know that they won't click on you as a follower, but you still want to see what's coming up from them in their list. So let's call this celebrities. And this is going to be my list. You can see underneath there it comes up with my own little URL there. I'm going to make this public so anybody can subscribe to this list, and I'm going to create the list. So it comes up with this little box and it says there's the title of my list. Now I need to find people to add to this list, so I can just search for them. Now the unfortunate thing is that there is no search function to find out names of lists currently through Twitter. I'm not sure if they're working on that or not, but you can't actually search in Twitter for a list name. You have to go and find people who's belonging to those lists. So let's go and create a. I'm going to create a bunch of celebrities here. Let's put in Ashton Kutcher. He's the most followed person on Twitter. Now we'll come up and we'll give you a whole result, like a normal result page for Twitter. Now, as you can see, there's a couple of new things here. Firstly, you can follow Ashton if you want to. I'm not interested in doing that right now. The second one is a new button which is called Manage Lists, in which A+ appears. A+ gives his name. If you click on that, I have the two. These are my two lists that I've created. Now, I can put him in both lists if I want to, but I only want to put him in one list. Alternatively, I can also create a new list as well. So now that I've put him in that list there, I can just go back to home. Let me show you this. And I want to find out the list that I've made. So there is my newest one up the top. So I click on that. It's going to show me only one person in here. Obviously, he's doing all of his tweets, but it's just got this one person. As you can see, following one, no followers. So let's go and add a few more, and let's just see what that looks like. Okay, so there's my final one. Now let's have a look at the lists. Go back to our home page. And there's my lists. Now you're going to see all of the celebrities now as they've entered. I've got 6 people that I'm following, and there's all the tweets that have come out from them. So it's easy for me to follow these people. Now, as I said, they do not have to be following you to be on their list. In fact, you don't have to be friends with them at all. It just lets you follow these people, keeps you up to date. You want to put some people in your industry, some well-known industry leaders about your business, put them in there as well. Okay, the final thing that I want to show you is let's have a look at some people. Let's have a look at, for instance, I like Joel Comm. Now, Joel Comm is a guru on Twitter. If you don't know who Joel Comm is, check him out. Okay, so here's Joel Comm. Now, Joel Comm has a couple of lists. Now, let's have a look at, let's go and click on his username. Now, over here, you'll see his lists he's got. Let's have a look at view all of his lists. You can see that these 232 people following Joel. He's only created 2 lists himself. Now, if people are following Joel and your business was about Twitter or social marketing, social networking, then wouldn't it make sense that the people in this list would be interested in the stuff that you're following as well? So what you want to do is go and find out a guru, find out an industry leader, and go and see what list they're on, because that means that could be your target market as well. So for instance, this person down here has got a list of 22 people called social media. Hey, I'm interested in that, so I'm going to go click on that. I'm going to follow this list. Now, just keep in mind, you do not follow every single person on this list. More so, you just follow the list itself. So when you follow a list with 50 people, it does not add 50 followers to your follower count. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You're not gaining massive followers by doing this. All right, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed it. Pass it on if you get something out of it. Catch you soon.